What up, everybody? Bull Rad Show. You know what we do. We in this bitch once again.
One more time into the breeze, baby.
Today's show is about karma and the fuck shit that comes back around to fuck you over and then when you're doing dumb shit, talking shit about everybody, running around like you untouchable.
Is that directed at me, friend?
Yeah, the way you've been acting lately, you know. Nah.
I'm trying to turn up for these motherfuckers out here. Like, I ain't letting nobody call me a white boy, then come on my show and tell me what fucking time it is. I'm not gonna be a bitch and cut people off and ignore them, but like, you ain't gonna come on here and disrespect me, especially on some bullshit. Especially on some bullshit talking about the greatest to ever do it is no longer the greatest to ever do it. Like he went home and just forgot everything he ever did. Like, fuck out of here with that cat trash.
That's another show, but yeah. Y'all see the topics and shit. What we gonna start with? Your boy, the fucking Charleston White, Mr. Charleston White.
The last time as your boy.
Nah, man, the way he be moving, it seems like he moved more like a white boy.
Bro, I was just gonna say, just because he moves like white boy, you got to check that family tree, bro. I think he be coming out yours. I don't know about that, man. I don't know.
Did you see Soldier Boy? He was all Cheddar Bob.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. I remember when Plaxico Burress did that shit, and I called the NFL, the NFL store or whatever, and I called them up, and I was looking to get a custom-made Plaxico Burress home jersey, 17 blue, but instead of Burress, I wanted to say Cheddar Bob, and they said okay, they took the order, and then I got an email 2 days later saying that because they got a flood of all these orders, they spoke to his representation and the Giants, and they're not going to be making any Cheddar Bob jerseys. So I almost got the Plaxico Burress saying Cheddar Bob, but that shit would have been fire. I was going to rock the Plaxico Burress jersey tonight, but I went with Nipsey instead.
Nip Hustle.
Still the king.
That's what's up.
Grinding all my life.
So Charleston White, here's a guy who was all over the internet. He got big by basically talking down on people, speaking like he's so high and mighty. Basically, that's his whole gimmick, talking down on people, especially black people and urban people, rappers, so-called criminals, gang members, all that type of shit. Like he was never like affiliated with that life. And he downs people using guns on each other. He talks down on a bunch of different shit. There was a lot of things I had an issue with, because he's a dude that got in jail as a youth and then went back. And actually was sitting there. Now he goes back for the parole hearing of his Code D every year to make sure his dude stay in jail. Every time his dude see the board, Charleston White goes and makes sure he stays in jail. So he's basically calls himself an advocate.
But then he turns around. I don't mean to cut you off, but then he turns around and he's going into jails, talking to the people, talking to the inmates, trying to let them know, that there's a chance once you get out, and don't let this place get you down. And I've been through this shit. And he's literally locking his brother down. He's locking his Code D, which I imagine he didn't meet that day. But he's keeping him down, and then turns around and goes in there to make himself look good. He goes to schools and talks to kids, but he's straight. It's Cap. I mean, this guy is straight Cap's locked.
Yeah, I think it's really about money with him because all he does really he brags about his money, and after he gets his interviews, he gets paid for all these interviews. He started his channel. He gets paid off of that. I seen the history from when the Crips was talking about him, and he had certain ties with OGs because he came out here and started dick riding. He went to Cali, started dick riding, met some guys, and he was trying to really be affiliated. But then the OG said when he got robbed by the Crips, he turned his back on and he decided to go the way he's going now. Now I could see that in his character, the way he moves. You feel me?
This shit got too real, and he's a fucking snake. He wants to get the name and the clout and the people around him, but then he wants to dip out like he's got something more important to do. And it's like, y'all cheer for me and back me up from over there while I do this, and I'll be back around the way in a little while.
Exactly,
so fuck that, bro. Friends aren't something you stack on a shelf. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. No. Now, say you against the violence, the black on black, or just the urban violence, and you preaching against it and all that. Now, why would you go buy a $10,000 chain?
I heard it was more than that. I heard it was a lot of money.
I heard it was like around, whatever.
I thought I heard, and this could be totally wrong. I heard it was like $250,000.
That's not right. That's wrong.
I didn't believe that, but he does have millions. Self-proclaimed.
He has millions. I don't think he got millions, but that's another story. Call up if y'all know anything about it. I'll leave a comment. But
Yeah,
Charleston
the
White,
bottom line.
tell me how much this chain costs if anybody knows, because I thought it was like 30-something thousand. But
But he's
basically,
using it as bait. You know,
Hmm?
he's in the club using it as bait. You know, he's in a strip
Yeah,
club, I
that's
believe,
what
out
I'm
in
saying.
Texas.
If you're
Yeah.
against violence, you shouldn't do that. You're entrapping dudes to go get in trouble, rob you, do what they got to do. Now, maybe he had that thing on him because he wants to. Now, think about it with the YouTubers. No, there's a song, "Do Anything for Clout," and that's real. You feel me? Now, think about it. Think about if somebody was trying to rob him and he clapped their ass. His channel's going to go up another notch. He's going to be bigger than he is now, basically, period.
Of course. So he comes to a strip club where he's going to find some thorough dudes out in Houston or some shit like that, somewhere in Texas, right? He's going to find some thorough men up in there. He's up in there on a Friday night. He's got a heavy chain on. People know who he is. They know he's got money in the bank. They know he's a YouTuber, so they think he's pussy. They know he's not affiliated because he already embarrassed himself with the gang life.
Yep.
Right? So he's in there literally using that fucking chain as bait for some poor bastard to come up and take it off of him. Literally, he's got a legal gun in his fucking pocket, and he made sure that he was in a stand your ground state. That way, when someone tries him, he can put the piece to him, pull it. So what does that mean? He's there to literally kill somebody.
A piece of shit. And he's tied in with the feds. He's tied in with the police. Everybody knows, you know what I mean? So basically, who you think they're going to take the side of? They're going to take his side. Now, this is some real scummy shit. Man, you're not a rapper. You're not an entertainer.
No.
You're not none of that. So why the fuck you got to have your big chain on in a strip club like you're a rapper? It seems like you said you hated these rappers, but really you love them. And now your dumb ass is laid up in the hospital like Cheddar Bob. Luckily, you didn't blow your damn, hit an artery or something stupid.
I would have been happy if he hit a femoral artery and bled out, trying to fucking take advantage of and bleed his own fucking culture. Like, are you kidding me, bro? Like, people call me a culture vulture because I listen to rap music. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, a real culture vulture is someone who's out there fucking eating dead bodies off the street, and that's what this kid's fucking doing, bro. Basically, he's a vampire. He's a vampire.
Real scumbag. Like, why? Like, what the fuck? You don't have no, I don't know if he has security or not, but why are you moving like that? Like you want something to go down.
And then on top of that, how are you going to claim to be hard when you shoot yourself with your own gun, bro? Let's look at the people who have done this.
That's embarrassment to Texas.
Plaxico Burress. Like, cool. Guy was a receiver, but he's not a banger. Fucking shoots himself with his own gun. And then our good friend Cheddar Bob. Eminem's white friend. Just because Papa Doc got one doesn't mean you got to shoot yourself in the goddamn leg.
He was nervous as fuck. Now.
Yeah, when he stole it from his mom, too.
Mm-hmm. He stole the gun from his mom, you said?
Yeah, he stole the gun from his. No, not this kid, Cheddar Bob.
Cheddar Bob.
That kid looked like that little Western gun you get when you're like 6 years old.
Yeah. But Charleston was nervous as fuck, for sure. I'm sorry.
But yeah, this cat's gun was legit and real, obviously, but it was legitimate. It was legal, and like I said, he brought it to a club to basically bait somebody into trying him, and then he's in a stand your ground state. So he can shoot him, get out of jail or get out of holding within 24 hours or less post bond, and then make a fucking bunch of stories about it and everybody else talking about him. So he's just algorithmed out. Like that's fucking trash, man. Yeah, and he's still getting it with everybody talking shit. He's doing even better, to be honest. This could
he's still getting it. So clout comes in many ways. Shout out to James Hudson. Shout out my dude. Clout come in many ways, but people need to really analyze this type of shit. Like you're against violence, but yet you're enticing goons to come get you so you could blow their head off.
But against your own people, the people who you already extorted enough and made money off of just taking advantage of the situation, and then he's gonna fucking, I don't know, man. Like,
now, based on his character, what do you think? Like, you think he's really trying to do that for the clout, and really he's hoping something happens, and so he could kill somebody, or he just wants to have a nice chain on and live that life?
I do have a fault about me where I do like to believe and mostly tend to believe that people in general are good. There's just a certain amount that are really not. But in general, people are, mostly good. But, I think I don't think it was his 100% goal to do that, but I think in the back of his mind, he'd be like, yo, if that shit popped off, that'd be perfect. Plus, I've been wanting to use my new gun. Like, nobody gets a gun and doesn't want to use it. You know what I'm saying? And apparently he's got no problem hurting people, you know, like at all. Whether it's
why you say that? He maced the guy last time. He got nervous, and when Soldier Boy approached him, he pulled out the mace.
He's afraid of Soldier Boy?
Yeah, you ain't know that?
I didn't know he was afraid of Soldier Boy. I didn't think anybody was afraid.
I don't know if he's afraid, but he maced him down. Maybe Soldier had that Draco on him. I don't know.
I mean, maybe he might have had a whole gang of people with him too. Like, I know he moves around.
Obviously, yeah. So he sprayed all of them. I heard. That's what the news says, and he said it too.
Well, so obviously he's not against hurting people or using people and then perpetrating violence against them in order to get what he wants out of it. I don't know.
But that was before he had the chain on. So now he got that chain. I guess he feel like he gotta have that thing with him.
Yeah, that's wild corny. That's wild corny. If you can't go somewhere in a fucking chain and not worry about it, then you shouldn't be up in there. Like, where's his people's at? Like, even the friends he buys, where's his security at? Like,
let's be real here though. He got a lot of internet enemies and a lot of so-called people that don't like him and stuff. So let's be real about that now. You know what I mean?
But I'm sure he's got security, so he doesn't need to be having a gun himself. You know, like this was actually the best scenario, because the other way around is he kills somebody or somebody kills him. So him shooting himself is the best deal because he's not going to get in trouble. And you know, whatever, you can make videos about that, talking about how he got shot, and you know,
yeah, you know that
50% of people won't even know that he did it himself.
That's the beauty of this internet shit. Even if he did it, so people still want to hear about that shit too. They want to hear how it happened, what happened.
That's yeah. And when
lame shit, people want to hear it. You know what I mean?
He's fishing it out of his pocket. He probably had, I don't know, he probably had like a small 25 cal on him, something stupid, you know? He's fishing it out of his pocket and it goes off. And the next thing we're going to know, he's going to be talking about how dude came up, tried to grab his chain, he grabbed his arm, the dude went for the piece, and he grabbed the piece, and da-da-da, and like, there's going to be some story other than, I went to get a drink and shot myself.
Well, basically, it's going to be on camera somewhere. You better believe that. Now, let's not forget, though, they said Tupac shot himself and shot his own thing off, going for that thing or some shit like that. Was that true?
I don't believe that. I believe that, you know, what everybody originally heard, that cats ran up in that studio down in Manhattan, and they put the tool on him and they shot him. But, yeah, you know, even if that were to have happened, let's say as he was pulling his gun, it did go off and he did hit himself. He was also shot 3 other times, I believe, if not more. So, like, that's understandable. Like, you're in the middle of getting shot. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to carry a gun in your waistband. All right.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a Glock, there's no safety on it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're rocking a safetyless, hammerless gun, and you already got one in the hole, and it's in your waistband, not fucking
and you're nervous, and you're reaching quick.
Yeah, exactly. Not in an appendix, holster or some shit. You know, chances are that could happen if you're just pulling out, let alone people blasting on you and you're acting all quick trying to get it. Plus, it's not like he was wearing skinny jeans and shit. Like,
right. Shout out Mal Mac in the building. You know,
Luke,
our third host on the Bull Rad Show. But we was talking about Charleston White. What you know about this situation? That boy is a fucking scumbag lame.
Man, yo, his situation, like this shit that just happened, you know what I mean? I feel like that shit is karma coming back to his ass. He thought he was just in that club. He gave him a nice lap dance. He like, oh, hold on, baby. Let me adjust myself. Bah! Cut it by.
Oh, God. Somebody call 911.
They did say it was while he was getting a dance, didn't they?
Hell yeah. They said he had to adjust himself. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the old man thought he was doing, what was going on, and what was going through his head, but he had that thing cocked ready to go. And
what
shot
kind
himself.
Of gun was it? I wonder, because that depends. He could have blew his whole leg off, dumbass.
Exactly.
Well, it could have killed him. He could have bled out in 30 seconds if he hit the femoral artery, which is very fucking easy to do.
Yeah. Because he just ran up out of there, you know what I'm saying? He just got up out of there. He ain't wait for no ambulance, no nothing. They said it might be a graze, but he ain't wait. He got up out of there. He probably didn't want to get filmed and look like a dumbass. Like
he was like,
now some little girl found his testicle on the floor and she got in a fucking jar.
Man, Got it
he
up
went
on
limping
eBay.
up out of there, man. But he, he's always talking about these kids don't know how to use guns. I'm from
Right.
Texas, this and that. Now look at you, man. Look at you.
Encouraging kids to and motherfuckers to protect themselves, and you can't even protect yourself from yourself, nigga.
Fucking Cheddar Bob, bro. Cheddar Bob 2.0.
Now the clout, like we said, the internet is gonna be big for him still, no matter what. But guess what? You looking funny, they about to clown the shit out of him forever.
Yeah. Everybody he dissed, they got him now. They got his ass.
They're gonna be calling him Dickless, One Pop, the whole nine. Like Cheddar Bob, Plaxico Burris. Like they're gonna get this kid off. Like it's gonna be wild. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be wild.
Yeah, Soldier Boy already called him Cheddar Bob.
He already
absolutely. Somebody's gonna be like, "Yo, what happened, homeboy? Your phone buzzed and your fucking gun went off." Like unbelievable.
Man.
Stupid.
Wow. Shit, wow for your boy.
So yeah,
just imagine the conversation with the other way around, and we were saying like, "Oh man, it's terrible, dude's dead," but on the other hand, like he fucking deserved it a little bit. Like,
yeah,
I don't know, man. Like, damn, we were this close to getting rid of him, and nobody had to go to jail over it.
Man,
fuck.
I wonder if he's gonna be like have crutches or like have some issue with his leg.
I hope he sells his gun, flushes his crack, and fucking just sits out the game for the rest of his life. Just goes and be like, I don't know, working at public school or some shit.
You better go hide his ass. You ain't ready for this life, homie.
Oh, nah.
Boys, you can't pull your thing. Like you can't get a lap dance in a strip club without shooting yourself. What the fuck?
Bro.
Man.
I want to know exactly what type of gun it was too. I want to know. He's unoriginal, so it's probably a Glock, but like that would explain, like I said, a hammerless, safetyless gun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it depends. Like, he had to be stupid and fucking pull the trigger pressure down to like 4 pounds from 11. So, he dropped that shit way down, hairpin, and fucking, Shorty hops up on him and he's like, "Oh, let me adjust my shit." Bah! Oh, yeah, boy, you just adjusted your shit all over the floor.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to know if he paid her. He owes that chick money.
He might owe that lady some money.
Can't be robbing these females.
We gotta get her up in here and tell us what happened.
That's a fact. He owed her.
If anybody knows who this dancer was, who watched this cat almost blow his fucking dick off, let us know.
Yo, bro. He owes her extra money for putting her through that bullshit.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. She I don't know. Plus,
he traumatized her.
Plus, damn well that ain't the first lap dance she gave with a dude with a piece on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, she probably faked him out and shit. She's probably held him and shit. And she's like, and this clown shoots himself. Like,
she was probably comfortable a little bit around her. You know what I'm saying?
Then he was like crying. He ran out crying and shit. Like,
wait a minute. He was trying to protect himself. He said he's not a gangster no more.
It's a legal gun. Come on.
That's true.
And hire security. Hire security. We've heard this a million times from every NBA player who used to carry a gun, who automatically said, the second I got my gun, I instantly went to go for it every time there was an issue. So I got rid of it and I hired security. It's much safer. It's better. And I'm going to live either way. And this kid's got the money. He just doesn't want to look like that. He doesn't want people being able to talk about him like that. But like, come on, man, get security, especially if you don't know how to handle a weapon, especially if you're just putting that shit in your waistline or your pocket. Like, come on,
see the jokes now.
This ain't a movie. This ain't a fucking music video.
You don't even have to conceal it in Texas. What the fuck? You can have it on your motherfucking hip in a holster.
In fact, most places in Texas is an open carry. You have to. Right. If you carry it concealed and a cop does see it, he has every right to shoot you in the fucking face.
He wanted to do it like a gangster.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not a gangster, bro. It's a legal gun. Get yourself a holster. Have it under your jacket. Like,
exactly.
Shit, like, no, he's got it popped in the waist like he's cool. Like, come on, bro.
Exactly.
So this ain't no music video, pal. Like, this is real life. Be a fucking man.
Yeah, fuck all that. He's not trying to be a gangster.
And they be moving crazy with it. You see the videos, they be all in each other's face. Dudes take the stuff lightly. They don't keep conscious. Like, this thing go off and your dumb ass is getting popped. Like, basically, like, so I know these dudes' mentality, especially some Texas dudes. They just and his dumb ass was too damn lax with the get. Like,
I tried explaining that to this young kid who was showing me all these music videos and shit of rappers sticking like, known rappers sticking like
Big guns in each other.
Big guns in the camera's face. And he's like, yeah, that shit's real. Yeah, that shit's loaded. I was like, one, bro, I work in the industry, so one, it's not real. Two, it's not loaded. Three, there's no fucking union cameraman gonna let an 18-year-old kid from the hood take a fucking 30 round.
These videos aren't union, buddy.
What's that?
The majority of these videos aren't union. You crazy?
No, that's what I'm talking about the big rappers when it is union. You know, when someone's got real money behind it, when they in a studio.
Yeah.
They're not letting some dumb kid like the guy who would shoot himself in the dick at a fucking strip club hold a 30-round clip AK with no fucking trigger on it. Nah, bro, nobody's doing that. Like, you know who's holding those cameras? Their idiot friends on an iPhone because they're not worried about getting shot in the face for a video.
Yeah.
Guess what Charleston gonna do when he get out the hospital? What he gonna say? He gonna say the broad went to grab it. Something about the girl. She was dancing with something. Guarantee he gonna make it her fault. Watch.
Hell yeah.
I promise you that. Watch.
Absolutely. Yo, Deja went to move the piece and the shit went off. That bitch shot me in the nut.
Exactly.
His ass too old, man. He gonna be
like,
Delicious was moving like this, and she grabbed it.
Yeah. Why the fuck?
It would be hard. It would be hard if his next video is him laid up in bed and like she's like rubbing his leg for him and shit. That would be hard. That would be hard.
She ain't going to because he gonna make it her the issue. Watch. They're not gonna be friends after this. They're gonna be and I hope she come out and say what really happened so we can know.
Right. Go ahead.
How nervous he was. Because he was probably like, look at these dudes. Oh, look at it. Oh.
Yeah. That's how
I hope she sues the shit out of him and then starts her own podcast and just becomes huge compared to him. That's what I would want.
There's no way she's gonna sell her soul like he did and be talking crazy.
She's a real and plus she already done sold her soul. She's coming here to fucking relax. You know what I'm saying? She would come be a podcaster for relaxing. She's not.
You're right.
I mean, I'm not saying every dancer. I'm not saying every dancer does bad things. You know what I'm saying? I don't even call them strippers. I call them dancers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying any of them do bad things, but like we all know what goes on in those fucking places. We all seen it. You know,
that's what she could talk about. She could talk about all the stupid incidents that happen in the clubs. You know what I'm saying? Shooting themselves.
I just seen on No Jumper, they were talking to this girl who went from being a sex worker to now being a podcaster, and she's making dough, bro. She was doing videos, and she was on the blade as well, you know, from time to time, I believe. And
she probably still look good too, so that helped. Yeah,
she looked mad. She looked mad good.
Cheddar Bob, his ass needs to go to jail for discharging a firearm.
In public space.
Public.
That's how he treat people. He be like, put them niggas in jail.
Right off the bat.
Put that delinquent in jail.
Right off the bat, someone was hit, even though it was self-inflicted, but because someone was hit, they are gonna at least try to give him unsafe handling of a weapon, whatever that charge is. But yeah, when you're mishandling a weapon, that's the charge they give you when a gun goes off and kills somebody. You also get the mishandling of a weapon. Just nobody gives a fuck because you're facing manslaughter or murder.
Right.
But yeah, so there's gonna be several charges. You know, firing a gun within a city limit, within a building. Like,
his old ass gonna have to hire security.
And can he ever go back there again?
Cockeyed ass.
I don't know. Cockeyed.
And like you said, now he does have to go and hire security. So instead of just hiring security, instead he shot himself. Looks like a fucking idiot. And then still has to hire security. So you fucking clown. What a clown. That's such a clown move.
Man, his eye cocked like the pistol.
That really sucks for him. He really looks like a fucking idiot.
I heard he blew off half of his thigh meat. It was crazy. They said half of his thigh meat is blown off. That's what I heard. Now I'm joking. I'm capping. But yo,
that would have been so fire.
I can see it now. Like, you know, motherfucker got to protect himself out here. You know. So, yo, and she jumped up like, motherfucker.
Oh shit.
They're like, yo, you good with that? He's like, yo, I've been playing with it for like the last 14 hours. I'm met.
He said, this nigga ain't even tipped me yet.
Man.
And popped herself.
He said, man.
Shout out my boy James Hudson.
Wild corny. That's just wild corny to do that shit. Like, that's shooting yourself with your own gun is the epitome of fuck up fuckery. Like
when it comes to these YouTubers and the ones that's with the fuckery, you at the bottom of the list, homie. You done.
Good.
Lame.
done. Like yo, this is the one dude. This is the one dude. This is the one dude in this culture who getting shot is not going to make him more popular.
Oh shit! Hold up. Yeah, that's some real lame behavior. I ain't gonna lie to you, homie.
Wild corny, son. Wild corny.
Yeah, man. Oh, I talked to this nigga yesterday.
Yo, what up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, I thought that was Mace.
Yo, my boy Bush. What's good with you, fam?
Ain't shit. This my boy James, right? LA.
No doubt.
That's what's up. How you doing? What you think about this topic?
Yeah, you know, I always had a hot topic. I like to call in and top it up with you.
You already know.
Yeah, no doubt. A couple of the topics. Bobby Shmurda is gay. That's all the
how you gonna jump to that, motherfucker?
That's our closer, bro. We're gonna get to that.
I hold that one under my hat.
It's all good.
We gotta start scanning these calls, man.
Nah, but what did you think about Charleston White? I know a lot of people. He got a lot of fans. A lot of people respect his message and everything else. And you know what I mean.
Don't like him. Don't do it. Don't like him.
He can have his own opinion.
White, I don't know about that one. He
Sus.
let the gun off in the strip club.
He shot himself.
I shot. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of the Plaxico Burress situation in New York. You know, they got a real gun.
Oh yeah, my boy was talking about that.
That's why I kept calling him Plaxico Burress and Cheddar Bob. Go New York.
Shout out New York, but go ahead.
Yo, G-Man.
Damn, I need
Yeah, they got real strict gun laws, so he did like 2 years for that. You know, just depend on the state you're in. Texas, Texas I think is an open carry state.
Okay.
California happens to be not one, so you looking at some serious gun charges out here if you think you're gonna be somewhere with a gun and you discharge or whatever.
I already know.
But I think, but Texas is, I guess the laws is like an open carry, so
Texas
you really have it on you. I think he's a goofy though for
definitely that.
For not being able to handle your cannon. If you're gonna carry it, you're gonna roll with the big dog, then you got to know how to carry yourself accordingly.
Man, tell
me. No doubt. But I wanted to speak on this though, Push. You might not be aware of it, but yesterday it was a verdict in the Tim Norman murder for hire trial. You know, the Sweetie Pie soul food restaurant that used to be on the OWN network. So he was convicted of arranging the murder of his nephew, Andre Montgomery, and justice was served in that case. Specifically, I wanted to speak on it because I actually met both of them. Andre, who is dead, and Tim, who was just convicted of murder for hire.
Okay.
The Sweetie Pie, when it was filming, they used to have a restaurant out here. It was 2 locations, one in North Hollywood and one in Inglewood.
Okay.
And when I met Tim, I just actually bumped heads with him in CVS up there in Hollywood on Sunset and Vine. And so when I met the cat, man, he was, telling me about what he wanted to do with the brand, take it nationwide or whatever. He wanted to have a chain, a soul food restaurant. And so, I was just telling him at the time, that was a good idea, and this, that, and the third. But specifically, I went to Missouri. I went to St. Louis, and actually went to the main Sweetie Pie, and that's where I met Andre. He was our server.
Oh wow!
When we went, and I was telling him, I was like, bro, I said, I watch you on the show, man. He was like, yeah, but everything. But he was a real cool little young cat, man. It was unfortunate.
Yeah, that's messed up.
He got caught up in that
See that money, man.
Yeah.
That money changes people. It changes families. It changes everybody. It poisons your brain and make you do some crazy ass retarded shit, yo. But yo, I ain't. But back to the topic, because my man said something very interesting. Great grandson, and this is so true. I forgot about this. Charleston White. This is not the first time.
Somebody just
this dummy shot himself in the eye, didn't he? Didn't he do some stupid shit like that or something?
Oh yeah,
dumb?
he got his eye got missing. It was something crazy.
I'm gonna let the panel speak on it, fam. I just wanted to tap in with you.
Yeah, shout out to you, my
shout
dude.
out.
Appreciate you. You feel me?
No, shout out to you and shout out to the panel.
Sure.
Shout out to you, James. Always.
All right, homie.
No doubt. Yeah, I wanted to comment on the same thing. You know, with the great grandson comment. Mount Vernon, salute, respect. But yeah, that's crazy. Shot himself, man.
So this is the second time. He don't know how to play with them things. Like, what is he doing? He should have stick. You gotta stick with the mace, homie, and get you some security because you're gonna kill yourself next time, homie. You better count your blessings because you shot yourself twice.
Man,
still on this earth. That's crazy.
Hire you like two like retired detectives who grab their boys and like chase you around all fucking weekend. Like, you'll love it. You'll love it,
man.
Oh man.
Yeah,
That's how it goes down, man. Now, Charleston White, whatever. We're gonna stick with this story. We're gonna let y'all know and updates or whatever that's going on with that. But let's get on this. The boy R. Kelly. Sorry to say, you know what I mean. He got charged. He already got hit with the 30, the dirty 30.
Yep.
So now, and guess what? After this, he got another thing going on in somewhere else where he got to go. So basically, it's ugly. So now he got charged with 6 counts of the shit that they were accusing him of, right? Some shit like that.
Yeah. About 6 counts of, you know what I mean, the child pornography. It was like, you know what I mean, some sexual child related shit. You know what I mean.
Yeah, how are they gonna find 12 jurors who never heard of this cat?
Nah, you can't. That's
why he fucked up. Oh well,
it's not a fair trial, and he is guilty in the eyes of the media. So that means he's guilty. I mean, he's already guilty. So like, how are they gonna be like, oh yeah, he did that, but he didn't do this? It's like fucking hang him. That's what they're gonna say.
I just think it's a waste of money. Like.
Just give him life and call it a thing. Like that's it. Like that's what he's gonna wind up serving so much time. He's gonna wind up with like 2 life sentences by the time they're done with him. Like plus he's what 50 years old. You were saying somewhere.
Yeah, he's 50.
He's already got 30
already.
He might make it out at 80.
Nah, he ain't making it. He dying in that motherfucker.
They already.
I mean, yo, look, that's terrible because I don't wish that on any person for doing anything. Like,
nah, that. Yeah, man.
I feel like death would be a lot cooler than that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to spend the rest of my life.
That's easy.
That's easy. You go.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like they should. I think if you get life, you should get the option. No, I understand, but I personally don't think that's cool. Like just making someone suffer for life when somebody else. I don't know. It's a tough decision. It's a tough decision. And listen. I've had close family members of mine murdered, so I under fucking stand. You know what I'm talking about? I understand. My cousin was murdered over nothing. Nothing.
I feel you 100%. But this is the victims are still alive, bro, and they still got to go on with their lives, traumatized.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And a lot of the females' parents passed them off to this man. You know what I mean? And hoping that their daughters would gain a career out of this type of situation. Not saying that the parents known the whole. You know what I mean? They thought that child was going to be a star.
Some did. How come Michael Jackson hadn't put out an album in 15 years that 5-6-year-old kids from all across the world wanted to like hang out with him? Like how the fuck they even knew who he was? You know what I mean? Like he was quiet.
Talking about Michael Jackson? Come on.
I'm just saying, like all these young ass kids, they want to meet Michael. No, that's the parents, dog. That's the parents. And
that's his stardom and his. You know, everybody wants.
Yo, would you let your kid go to Michael Jackson's house before all this happened? Would you?
I wouldn't let my kid go to maybe I don't know.
But I gotta be.
Now that I think about it, before it happened, like you look at
he was already suspect for hanging out with little kids. But he's been doing that shit since the early 90s.
Now that I think about it, I wouldn't let my kid go to no fucking grown person's house unless he got kids.
Yeah.
But I'm saying plus with the stuff you knew about him, he had a messed up childhood. He had been having kids come over his place since the mid 90s, early 90s. Like there were rumors of fucking Jesus juice and all sorts of weird shit. And then they sleep there. Like, what
Guess
kind
what?
of fucking
Guess
shitty
what?
parent would
I
do
know
that?
where it
Sounds like
happened,
somebody
'cause
wants
if they
money.
did, Michael Jackson ass would have been in jail like R. Kelly, homie. They
I
tried
just,
to get him.
I just
Yeah.
feel like,
Yeah,
I
it's
just
weird
feel
that
like,
he went to
it's
court.
weird. The situation is weird for sure. But
I just feel like
I
any
don't think
parent
it
who
was-
would allow that, any parent who would allow that to happen with their kid is they're a suspect and they shouldn't have been a parent. I think it starts at home. That a kid should never wind up in that situation in the first place. Especially, and like you said with the R. Kelly thing. I mean, young girls are gonna run out and shit like that, but like police your kid a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like that's like she shouldn't have been there. Bottom line, if she's too young, she probably shouldn't have been around, dude. How the fuck she
R.
did
Kelly
it?
Without
R.
parents'
Kelly gonna be
supervision.
sitting around, and in a couple years, he can be like, wait, motherfucker, fuck this. He got the broad coming. He married her.
Yeah, he got a
gets to have
bride.
his conjugals.
Yeah,
He had 27 racks on the books. They took it, but that don't matter. He gonna get money regardless. He gonna eat
Do they
good.
still are
Well,
conjugal
he-
visits definitely a
yeah,
guarantee?
He popular in there, you know. He
Our
might have
conjugal-
to, in PC. He from Chicago, so he might have to fight a couple rapos and a couple molesters and shit like that.
Bro,
But
he is a fucking chomo. They're gonna fucking hit him
for
with that.
sure. He is
You know what
too.
I'm saying? Like he's got to go seg right off the bat, bro. He's gonna be on a completely different yard, but he's gonna be in there
With the other guy.
with all the other sex offenders.
But he's a celebrity, so he could separate himself, I think.
One of them
people
niggas had him
get
in
through
there
those doors
singing
all the time.
to
And
his daughter
that'll
or
suck
something.
to be separated for all them years and be on isolated. Nobody wants that. So
And they always do dumb shit. They keep them separated, but then like when they go to lunch, they walk them down the same hall, or they eat lunch in the same place, or they have one giant rec yard. And it's just like, bro, you know damn well what's gonna happen right then and there.
what's gonna happen?
Good God.
I mean, for the dude who's in there for like a 19-year-old kid who was sleeping with a 17-year-old high school girlfriend, you know what I mean, who's been dating for 10 years and like the father just doesn't like him type shit. Like that shit, like, yeah, that's not fair. But like the fucking animals, like, fuck them, bro. Fuck them. Fuck them. Those people are sick. Those people are sick, and like they should be put to sleep. You know what I mean? Bottom line. Like that person can never function in society. Why do we all have to pay for this fucking idiot? He's defective. It didn't work. Fuck him. Sorry. Sorry.
Shout out iPhone 13 Max.
Yeah, that's just how I feel about child molesters and people who perpetrate sex crimes and shit.
Yeah.
You think because of this, people gonna really? I know because I've been to prison. People gonna be salting him out to get
very
him.
much, dude. Every booty bandit in there.
I'm telling you,
get that ass and make
they
him
already
sing while he does it.
Nigga in prison.
They don't want to tell him you remind me of my Jeep in there. They looking for his.
Bro, he's ill currency in there. He's got money. Right? He's an R&B. He's an R&B superstar, right? And now they got him on sex crimes. So you can do whatever you want, and it's not gay. It's heroic, right? You know what I'm saying? So like,
guess what?
every booty bandit in there is gonna make him sing to them while they smash him out.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a fucking nigga. They
They'll be like,
already
yo,
had
sing
him
to my
on the
favorite one where you
jail
tongue my
call,
balls.
singing to somebody's daughter or
Your mic is low, man.
shit.
What'd you say? Your
They
mic
had
is
R.
low.
Kelly already in there. This happened like a few months ago. They had him on a jail call singing to the niece. Nigga called him over. It's all on the phone. Yeah. Oh, hey, R. Kelly, sing that song. This my daughter. She love you. She love you. Type shit. This nigga's on the phone.
That might keep him out of trouble for a little while.
In jail.
He might be doing that to get paid too.
No, he's doing that to keep himself out of trouble for a little while, but like
Probably
he's gonna get it. We're gonna hear
I
it.
agree with
It might not be like 5-6 years from now, but you're gonna hear like R. Kelly got 85 stitches, and like you're gonna see him in a bathing suit one day, and he's gonna have no scars on him.
Yeah,
where's those stitches go, boy?
Something happened to him, and he can't go to the court date he got in somewhere because something happened to him. They're not giving out details, but they said something happened to him.
Yeah,
you mean something happened to him in the prison?
Physically, yeah, to where he can't show up to court or something like that.
Oh, bro, he probably started saying he was having heart palpitations and shit. He probably was losing his shit.
Yeah,
but
he's down with real shit.
Because I'm thinking like, wow, and I got a new daughter and everything. I'm like, I would literally, if I was in there with him, yeah, I'm looking for him too. I gotta get some money. I gotta get something. He gonna get it.
Plus, that's just every gang's new way to get their new guy in. You know, they're like, go get the fucking rapo. Like,
And there's no mercy on him. There's no.
Nah, for sure.
And like,
because he got
stuck with a real knife, not a piece of fence post. Oh,
yeah, and he got influence. You gotta think this nigga is a big motherfucker. He got influence. So motherfuckers,
there's not one person in there who does not know who he is and know the words of his song. He is an international superstar. On the other hand, every female in that prison is gonna be up in there looking at him all day long. They're gonna be trying to get time along with him. That's gonna happen.
Oh, you already know he's gonna.
That's gonna happen too. So like, he might have a shot if he keeps singing them songs. If he keeps singing them songs, right? If he's still got money on the books and he's putting money out there, right? And he's just like their little fucking singer boy, like he might be able to rock with a gang, but like eventually he's either gonna put in work or he's gonna get fucking like a broom handle shoved somewhere, and that's just facts. That's just fucking facts.
Got a lot of restitution. That's why they took that 27,000.
Yeah,
so obviously it's easy to get around that. You got friends. Yeah, we put this on his book.
Yeah. You got.
There's no worse charge. There's no worse charge to go in there than as a sex offender. Like, because they don't distinguish between. They might go after the guy who's been the worst, but like, bottom line, if you're on that side, you're on that side, and like you're a target. That's why they have to separate them. And it's crazy. It's just an excuse, because there's real animals in there too that just want to hurt people. That's just a fucking excuse. They're
he's an animal too. That's a real animal who seeks out kids.
Yeah,
it's the guy who's trying to rape people who never got caught for it, or some guy who's in there raping people on a daily basis. It's like, bro,
damn, bro. Yeah, they got to give what they deserve. You know what I'm saying? They got to. Only right.
I hate to laugh, but it's true.
I'm saying, but all those dudes that are about that, like, what? They're not gonna want a piece of R. Kelly, like.
Man, everybody go what? I beat the shit out that nigga when I was in that moment.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, they're gonna be smashing him out, making him sing his shit while they smash him, and be like, sing in the closet, bitch.
Yeah.
While they smashing him.
I want all 17 chapters right now, nigga.
All fucking night long. Man, there's gonna be a line out his door the first month he's like really down and like in, you know what I mean? Like, cause they might have him in holding, they might have him in like segregation right now. He might even be like in single lockdown. But like in some places when you go and check PC, when you leave the main line and you go, into security, like sometimes you have a cellmate, and like that doesn't work out very well.
Hey, James Hudson, stay tuned because I want you to call back when we talk about the next topic. But look, any dude that's in there getting
sodomized,
his back blown out or whatever, R. Kelly, I just want to send you a message. Do not take yourself out. Don't go out like that. You already fucked up. You already played with our daughters and our little kids. But don't,
bro, with that type of shit,
man, motherfucker, take it like a man.
Yeah, this is your type of shit.
Even the hardest dude, that can happen to the hardest dude, just as a form of intimidation and just to scare someone. Like literally, if 7 dudes hold you down and that happens to you, how the fuck is that your fault as a man? It's not. But what you have to understand is when you're in there with animals, and animals fucking act like animals. But you get the fuck out, you can forget about that shit. Or at least get someone to talk about.
That's some old shit though. The gang rape thing. That's
that's just that shit they tell you on the History Channel. It doesn't really happen anymore. It used to be a big thing.
I know it still goes down.
Especially when you're dealing with life.
The whole gang is a bunch of we don't do that.
No, it's not gang, man.
The white boys and the Mexicans, I don't know. Maybe they do each other.
Like it's not like they're all in there blowing each other every night. It's just like that. They're all banging.
You might have a motherfucker that like boys.
I'm just saying there's a group of guys in there that are into that, and they go after
about some movie shit. Gang rape, 5 thighs holding you down.
Yeah,
no. I'm saying no. Don't even say that shit don't happen because I'm talking about like if a dude's part of a gang and he's holding it down and something bad happens, they fucking have like another crew running there like and fucking hold them down and do that shit to them. Like, you think as a humiliation? You think as a humiliation and intimidation tactic that they wouldn't do that to somebody?
Killing is got a homo crew.
Let them fucking deal with that shit. Don't come back to me in 3 weeks.
Not with us. I ain't never heard that.
I never heard of no
shit. I said you find somebody else. There's people in there willing to do it. If you think there's not, you're bugging. You know there is. I said,
I didn't disagree with that. There is.
I'm just saying. But like, would you think it'd be like? Would you think it'd be beyond
getting together? Hey, homie, come on.
Okay, don't you think if you're in a gang and you've been in there for 25 years and you're putting hits on people, you think they get boring? You want to do something new? They're like, let's do this to them. Let's kill them.
Hey,
I'm not kidding you. You think of all the prisons in America that there's not some fucking crew who's done that to somebody?
I mean, they might have did something to like put.
What worse can happen to you in there?
Ain't no
what worse can happen to you in there?
What you say, Malcolm?
I think like in jails, like in Chicago, in Cook County.
I heard about that.
Yeah, they because they got it because they got another person DNA. See,
you're right.
I don't think they're gonna take it that far. See, because that's smart, nigga. That I mean, I don't know, but I don't think they're gonna take it that far. They're gonna make you look gay.
They're doing DNA shit, swiping these.
Yeah, they're gonna make you like you been raped, but you ain't really been raped. You just got another man's DNA on your ass. So they gotta report that to your family and all that shit. So you look like you been raped, but you ain't really been raped, my God.
Them niggas is crazy up there.
They got you, violated you to the maximum.
And watch that spread everywhere.
Yo, there was some
and everything else.
There was that dude. Who's the really jack dude that was in prison that got out and he's got his own channel now. Real big guy. There's a bunch of them, but he's a real big black guy and he does like.
Oh, I know what he's talking about. He do the jail shit. I forgot his name. He robbed.
Yeah, he's mad cool. I forget. I wish we could shout him out right now. He's the man. I used to watch his stuff all the time. But like he was talking about. And they had a couple other guys come on and talk about it too, but it was about this one specific dude, like back in like the 80s and 90s, that was in this one prison that he went to, and the shit that this guy was like as big as that dude was, like 6'7", you know what I mean? Like fucking just a specimen, you know what I mean? Like would lift all of the weights at one shot, and there was not enough weights for him to lift. Like he maxed out within like 3 years of lifting there. Like he got huge and fucking. He also happened to be gay, but like,
oh man,
they said he would grab dudes by the throat and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna do it to you," but then afterwards, you're doing it to me. Like that's crazy. And
hell no,
and he did it to everybody. Like he got everybody.
So he gotta have that thing on you.
Finally, like after like 20 years, some kid killed him. No, he did it to like the majority of new people that came in. Majority of new people came in, he did it to them. He didn't. They said it didn't matter if you were the biggest guy in the room because you weren't. He was, and he was.
It don't matter about size.
They called him like grandma or something. No, I'm telling you, no, it wasn't just size, bro. It wasn't just size. Like everybody that talks about it, they were like he was the scariest fucking person in the world. They're like he was terrifying. They would tell you about him on the bus ride in, like. This guy's a legend, you know what I mean? Like if you Google it, it's so crazy to watch.
You sound like a fan.
Like, it's not like really gross or anything. So it gets further into who he was and shit. But like, bro, he did it to whoever, whenever, and the bigger and badder you were, he would lift people up off the ground and just tell them, be like, I'm gonna do you, and then you do it.
Nah, see that?
Did you meet him? You met him?
Well, yeah. Because I did time in Kansas in 1987.
God,
I was 5. I was on the main line holding shanks, and he got at me one day. I couldn't do nothing. Totally.
I'm telling you, there's nobody the hardest in no yard.
Nah, them niggas in there working out every day.
Old school down south, like smaller type prison, like, and he was that guy. Like he ran it, and he was a booty bandit, and he was gay, and he had serious emotional issues, and he was built like a fucking god. They said he was bigger than anybody there ever. Nobody was ever bigger than him.
Yo, shout out my boy Dave. Like R. Kelly, he could have a good time and he could have a bad time. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's pretty smart, but really, I don't know his brain capacity because really all he wants to mess with is little girls. So it's going to be ugly for the boy. That's all I'm going to say.
And then being on that topic. And then making music about it, that's kind of
his bride getting old.
Right. Oh yeah. When his bride get old, he gonna divorce her and
marry her daughter.
Another young crazy bro, because this world's full of crazy little bros.
Yo, but how crazy does it have to be to get to the point when you're a dude who just gets so sick of just smashing the hottest chicks in the world on a daily basis that you got to go for the illegal underage, and then you got to go crazy and like pee on them and make them feel bad and like call them names and shit.
Yeah. Go to
the illegal underage. Like imagine what it must be like to run through so many fucking 10s and 11s in your lifetime that you had to switch it up to something that's taboo just in order to get your heart rate up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he came in the game doing this. You know what I'm saying?
He was
Like, yo, white women everywhere.
Yeah, bad ones. He was hitting them all.
You can hit every race. Like, it's crazy.
Dude, R. Kelly could go anywhere in the world and like just point at some dude's wife, and she would walk at him, and the dude would probably be like, "Fuck."
Not mine.
That's our nah.
Head blown off.
Yeah, he was. All right, not literally, but I'm just saying, like, dude, he could have any beautiful woman just about that he wanted immediately, just because he's R. Kelly.
Yeah, whatever.
When that sex appeal's working against him.
Let's move on. Let's move on. R. Kelly, you fucked up, buddy. Now
you gonna die in that
murder, and this is why I'm familiar with this topic, because Whack 100, obviously, for me, is like this nigga had a vendetta against Bobby Shmurda for a minute. I think, like, what the fuck is going on? And what my theory is, Whack asked Bobby for a verse for Game.
Know that.
And Bobby is like, nah, I'm straight. That's my theory, though. That's just my theory. But what the fuck are they saying now about this gay shit? I seen a picture, but I ain't really analyzed nothing. I ain't seen nothing.
I seen the video 5 different times.
Or some shit.
I've seen the video 5 different times. I've seen 2 or 3 of his videos 5 different times talking about it. Like, bro, all you see is him on the phone with a girl next to him under the bed, or someone next to him under the bed, and all you see is just a little bit of forehead.
Wait. Was it a girl, or you said?
You can't tell. The colors are pulled all the way up, except for a little bit of the forehead and then the side of the hairline. And then all of a sudden, this dude posted a picture having like very similar hair, and he's like, "Yeah, me and Bobby are always together," all that kind of shit. Yeah. And then Bobby's like, "Yo, what? Hell no!" And then he takes a picture of this girl. He takes a picture of this girl that he's been with, and says, he's like, "Yo, it's my little girl right here. Like, haven't really made it official or nothing, but like we're getting to that right now." And then he's like, da-da-da, so show her some love on Instagram and put her picture up. And she's beautiful. And it's the same fucking hair. So it's like, this is cap. They're just trying to make this cat look bad. Like, plus he just came out of jail, so they could be like, that's what made him gay. Like, you know, I don't know. But like, the way I heard it was, like, they were sucking dick in the bed and shit. And I was like, I don't want to watch this. I swear to God, that's what this chick on Whack 100 was saying. This chick who was there and shit. That she said it was buck wild.
She said, and then I heard some other shit, like it was a trainee that he was fucking with. That's what I'm saying. Like, what's up?
I seen the pictures. The motherfucker had.
Bro, that's Brooklyn. What's up with Brooklyn?
I'm a Bobby.
What's up with Brooklyn?
You know,
you gotta be fucked up, homie.
I fuck with the. Come on. You know, I seen that shit, and you know.
You seen it?
You seen what?
Not the video, no, the picture and the picture of who they claiming it was and shit like that. And then I was just analyzing it, but the girl, you know what I mean? I was even analyzing how
the girl wasn't the same. It was shaved right here. It was shaved like the
dude. That motherfucker was a little thick right there.
It was very thick. It was very thick.
But it do look like the female that Bobby Shmurda shown. Like, I was chilling with her.
It looked just like him, but my question is, why would he bother posting a video with a dude there just to be a smartass? Like, he was gonna know that someone was gonna fuck around, and then what? Dude who was just sleeping with him 10 fucking hours ago now post a picture saying it was me, like blowing up a fucking rapper, like he's not gonna get shot in his mouth. Like,
Whack be knowing shit though, and he be giving hits in the beginning.
Because he dancing,
knowing some shit.
Even though the dancing is a bit, the dancing that he does is part of the Jamaican culture. You know what I mean?
That's that garage shit, that fucking dance hall shit.
Yeah, it's dance hall. It's dance hall.
Yeah,
it's dance hall. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? They do that, and I'm with
you. Do it too?
That's how they do it. And he's sticking to his culture.
Well, that's like island dancing, you know what I mean? Like, they have a very sexual culture. They live in the most beautiful place in the world, and chicks are half naked and gorgeous. Like, what the fuck? Like,
wait, Mal Mac, you know how to do that dance that he be doing?
Oh man, shit. Hold on. Hey, you already know
he's putting out a tutorial video. Dropping tomorrow at noon.
But am I gonna mimic that? And I'm definitely not gonna mimic that to the public.
Why not?
I thought this money dance was pretty dope. Nas quotes him talking about having a Mets hat in the air doing the Bobby Shmurda. So like, and that was recent. That was in Spicy. So like, people were feeling Shmurda, no doubt. Like, I don't know. He had that song "Bobby Bitch," which was fire.
Nigga, that's what I'm saying. That was another one after hot shit.
I was pissed when he went to jail. I was like, well, that was obvious, but like, damn it, like, they couldn't get him out.
Because you had a strong opinion. You just came off the top and said,
But
Bobby Shmurda gay. I want to hear if you got some other.
I didn't say he was gay. I said it had this
No, I
cat
said
video
James
saying he
Hudson.
was gay.
Remember, he said he sounded real serious. The first thing he said, okay, Bobby Shmurda gay.
yeah.
That's what James Hudson said. So I want to hear what, you know what I mean? Why would he say that?
But what if the nigga is really gay? Like, but he's a stand-up nigga. You can't take back the shit that he went through. He took extra time.
We just want to know.
Yo, but dude, check it out. Check it out. Dude went down with him and his homeboys for having mad guns, just like they were talking about, and for people letting it off. And he named people, and the fucking, you know, the police, the fucking rap police, the hip hop cops showed up, fucking threw them all in jail. Like, all right, he's a gangster. Like, if he's gay, what does it do? Does it make his music less real? Is he any less of a shooter? Is he any less of a hustler?
He might be gay then.
I'm not saying if he is or isn't. All I'm just saying,
I ain't gonna even put that.
Change. What did it change?
I don't want to do that to the nigga like that.
But I'm just saying, I'm not saying he is. I am saying right now that he's not. I'm just saying, but if it had turned out that one of these rappers would be gay, but he was a thorough dude and was about it, like, what are you gonna do? Go up to him and call him?
Yeah, I get where you coming.
He's gonna bust your ass
to his face.
Yeah, for real. and if he wasn't that fucking scary, his gang would have done something about it. They didn't approve, but like they're probably afraid of him. So like, you know, like he's got juice, he's got money, he's got people behind him, and like he's with that shit. Like he went to jail over legit shit. It wasn't a bullshit.
And I heard somebody like I just want to touch something on this situation. I heard somebody say that's why Rowdy ain't around them. No, nigga, they're felons, nigga. They caught
they can't hang out together.
They can't be around each other, nigga.
That's how lies start.
And you know they hang out off camera somewhere.
Yeah, like come on, why are you trying to indict niggas who don't need to be indicted? Like fuck out of here. That's his dog.
On the other hand, like one of the hottest rappers in New York is a gay rapper. Like one of my favorite newer rappers, Young M.A. She fucking killed that shit.
Okay.
Bro, I'm not even lying. First time I saw her, I was like, I thought it was a dude, but I kept saying to myself, I'm like, kind of almost looks like a girl. I was like, I don't know. And then by the second video and song I listened to, I was like, oh shit. But she gets better bitches than I do. It's crazy.
She's nice.
I'm with her 100%, and I believe she's a real one, no doubt. But like, I just love her style. She's one of the hottest rappers in New York, hands down.
But the bottom line is what y'all saying is in this topic, Bobby Shmurda is gay, but y'all forgive him.
No.
Y'all
oh, shit. Oh, shit.
No.
Hey, he ain't.
I thought this.
Hey, now he was doing mad zesty shit, but I'm not gonna put that stain on him. Hell nah. No,
he's not gay. I don't think he's gay.
Nah,
he's doing this.
Not gonna put that stain. But you got to think about it. He got to reinvent himself. You know what I'm saying? He did the gangster shit. He did his time for the gangster shit. You know what I mean? Like he really was rapping about. He trying to. He ain't get to enjoy that. I don't even want to hear his shit no more.
Yeah, but check it out. You post a picture of you and your girl in bed, right? But your girl ain't really been with you that long, and you're kind of a celebrity, so she want her name attached to you just yet. So she pulls the covers up over her head, and 20 minutes later, you see a video talking about, I'm his gay lover, and this is my hair, and you're like, what the fuck?
Nah, bruh. He probably didn't want the bride to get the clout. You know what I'm saying?
Either way, it was a girl, and then you get some. Me, so I'm just see a video of some dude claiming to be her. That's crazy. Like that's nuts. And now he's got to defend it. And now idiots like us are talking about whether he's gay or not. Like,
yeah, crazy, I'm saying he's trying to get back popping. The man just did 6 years in prison.
I hope he doesn't get crazy over this one. Like hang himself over this one. He just did 6. Like he doesn't need to hang himself over this one.
He wouldn't do that.
Why not? Because he might get the respect from them people without having to do no gay shit. What the fuck? He ain't, man, come on.
I think the kid who said it.
I just think they're trying to get that
picture. What they talking about? This tranny that came and said some shit.
Man, the tranny is claiming this shit. Nobody know who the fuck this person is. It ain't even really a tranny. It's a man, a gay ass man.
And it's probably a fake account. It's probably a fake account. It's some kid who lives in like Chile or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
he's from like the Spanish type
Yeah, they just took a
country.
picture somewhere and then fucking put a new name on it, and he's like, "Oh, I blew Bobby Shmurda." Like,
that was me. The motherfucker was like, Bobby, like, what the fuck? Hold
that's
on.
what I'm saying. He's like, "Yo," he's like, "This is crazy," and then like 30 people make videos about it, and he's like, "They're saying I'm gay, fuck," and he's like, "Babe, you gotta put your face up. You gotta put your face. You gotta."
Yeah, I think he gonna answer it. Like, long story short, I think he gonna answer it when the time is right. You know what I mean? He going come out. He going to say, and now it's up to the public to believe him. I got my thoughts. You got your opinion. Everybody got their own opinion about it, and I'm just giving my opinion.
I think it's not true. I think it's not true, and I think for the next year or two, we're going to see him surrounded by smoke shows, 2 or 3 at a time, everywhere he goes at all times. Just for publicity.
I think when I first seen that thing, it was 2 girls in the bed with him.
I thought there was another one on the right.
That's what they was.
Right?
Yeah.
Or the other side, the left.
Yeah,
so the girl here, and there was one over here too.
I don't know. Like,
unless he be packing with that body pillow.
They tripping.
I don't know what they got against him. They hating because he was a real nigga and he did his shit like a real nigga. He stood on his shit like a real nigga.
Because his music fucking hit. His music hit, and they're afraid of that.
He gay, homie. But you still the homie, though.
His music hit. People loved him. His music hit, and then he went to jail, and people still love him. He comes out, and he's still Bobby Shmurda. People still remember him.
He missed his whole career.
Yeah, but he's back now, so they're gonna do anything they can so that he can't even get the last little bit of it. So like, that's just that crab in the bucket music mentality right there. It's whack. It's weak.
No pun intended.
He needs an agent or a better label.
Yeah, man.
Well, hey, we got our opinion, and that's what we're here for. So yeah, we done. Anything y'all want to touch on before we get out of here?
God damn. It's a lot of fuck shit. Like Blueface knocking out Krishan's dad and shit. And that motherfucker scrapping. I don't know. It's a lot of motherfucking shit though.
Yeah.
Did you see this dude is dating he's dating who is it? He's dating that chick Amiri, and fucking he was just on No Jumper. He's a young rapper. He was with Whack 100, but he's actually dating the Amiri, and he got her name tatted on her face like first quarter, like first day.
I don't know the dude.
Nah, it's some young rapper. I forget his name. I just saw it today. It was just him and Whack 100 sitting on the No Jumper couch talking for a few minutes. Then a different rapper came up, and then Adam was on.
Yeah, I seen that interview too, but I don't know.
Yeah, he was talking about how he had a Amiri on his face, and he's like, "Damn," he's like, "Blueface gonna have to get that now."
That's lame as fuck.
Nah,
tattooing a broad name on your face.
Max defended it. He's like, "Yo, when you do that, you know what you're doing." And I'm like, every idiot. I know multiple people who made that mistake.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. And he said his new girl gonna have to deal with it.
But she held it down for him in the can, I guess.
Yo, but Adam asked him, is like, "Yo, so what'd your girl say when you came home first quarter with that shit tattooed on your face?" And he's like, he looks down, and he goes, "What the fuck is that?" Like, you know, like, and then he said, like,
that might be his right to die.
He's like, but I'm used to it. I like it.
Yeah, I can't fuck with that. But you said what you say, Malmac? You said something. I had to say something about it. What was you?
Man, the Krishan Blueface.
Oh yeah, Blueface, dickhead. Because he just stay away from this broad family. Get the fuck you know what I mean? I don't understand what's going on. You fought with her mom or pops, all this shit.
Everything.
Like, the fuck? They shouldn't know where the hell y'all at that point.
With each other, like this shit is wild.
It's weird, but hey, he gonna learn the hard way. That's all I gotta say about that, because I know how to go with girls and shit.
Oh yeah,
and,
when
she already
take off,
robbed him, took this, that, all kind of weird shit. He loved her so much.
You gotta just let that go.
He probably
nothing good is gonna come of that.
Lost money
and all that good shit, and he's probably addicted to it. You know,
right.
He should have picked a better one. He should have picked a better one. Like that, that kind of comes down to the person. Like, unless she just completely gamed him, but like, I think he knew. I think he was
got a lot of game for him. A lot of good game. And she do all the things he likes.
And she excited. You know what I mean? She give you that adrenaline rush. Like she doing some crazy shit.
Like,
talking crazy to everybody.
Talking crazy.
She's one of them chicks who just eats men up, no doubt.
Yeah,
like, just eats you up.
And then she got that toothlessness, so then your boy had to put the thing in her mouth.
Yeah,
that's crazy. She gotta have some good game, because That bro looked crazy when
Getting the wrong thing put in her mouth.
Yeah, she had his
like
face,
a little rascal.
body.
He looked fucked up. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
But then
that
they
shit
got
was
the
wild.
tooth thing. Boom, make it better. He loved her because he be putting it in for her. So that's love. You feel me? That's love.
Hell yeah.
He built her,
keep
and then she
playing, he gonna knock his tooth
ready.
out, and they gonna be twins.
He already doing interviews and shit and photo shoots with black eyes and shit. She be beating his ass on me.
Yo, they be beating the hell out of each other. That's what's up, though. Hey,
so he married a real one, and now he's facing up to that.
Damn,
that's real love. But
whole career.
Shout out to y'all.
Real dysfunctional and real American is what that is.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the homies. Shout out to James Hudson. You know what I mean? We'll be
Shout out.
back next week. Bull Rad Show featuring Mountain Matt.
Yes,
Absolutely,
go.
absolutely.